Hey all, welcome to Chapter 9, Water and Minerals. The first video that I'm going to share with you is going to be solely water, discussion on water, and then the second video for this chapter I'm going to talk about minerals. So water, about 50 to 70% of our body is made up of water, and you can see here for a healthy man, a healthy woman, we have some glycogen, which is a stored form of glucose or energy, minerals, fat, protein, and then look at here, pounds of water. 62% pounds of our body weight is water. Functions of water, transports nutrients and waste. So recall from our discussion on water-soluble vitamins, we need water to carry and transport vitamins. Water is needed for chemical reactions. And water is also important for our temperature regulation. So when we perspire or sweat, that's our body's way of cooling our temperature. Water is also moistening, lubricating, and cushioning. So we have saliva that's going to help get that food bolus ready to go into our GI tract. We have mucus throughout our GI tract and lungs that is made up of water. And then we have lubricants in our joints and in our spinal cord that are made up of water. Water is not stored, so we lose water in urine, sweating, lung respiration, and then in feces. So that means that we need to get water intake, some high fluid foods, which we'll talk about shortly, and so that we can have a nice equilibrium there. What that looks like is about 11 cups a day for women and about 15 cups a day for men, and that's including the fluids from food. If we're looking at just intake from fluids alone and not looking at how much we're getting from things like fruits and vegetables, that's 9 cups for women and 13 cups for men. But remember, earlier in the semester, we did that calculation where you could figure out just exactly how much you needed based on your weight. So here is, oops, sorry, this is in the wrong place. Here's our sources of water and foods, okay? So it's mostly our vegetables and fruits and dairies that are our high sources of water. And you can think about things like, obviously, watermelon, peppers, and that's going to be a nice source of fluids. But again, you need to get fluids in outside of our food sources. How do you know how much you need? Well, we want to avoid dehydration, and typically when we see strong thirst, that means that we're already getting a little dehydrated. So the best way to look at is to look at the color of your urine. Urine should be clear or very pale yellow. Okay, if you're here in the 6, 7, or 8, you need to make sure that you're getting fluids very quickly. You don't need things like Gatorade. Regular, just plain water can help prevent dehydration. We'll see you soon to talk about minerals.